Okay, welcome back to Liquid Lunch. It's me, Hugh, and Jen is here.
Hello,
it's a Thursday.
everybody.
So far, so good.
So good.
Far, we've only got one guest in the waiting room at a time, and our next guest here today is Drae Lawson.
All right, nice to meet you guys.
Hey,
Great
Drae.
to have you here.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to be part of the Raw Artist Show at the Mod Club?
Yes, I
On
am.
December 15th?
Well, the 16th.
16th,
Yeah.
okay, because it's going a couple of days,
Oh,
right?
that's right.
Yeah, on the Friday.
Yeah.
So, and because you're a musician, you're going to be performing at
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
So you went to OCAD, you were mentioning, but
Yes,
now
I did.
you're doing music.
Yep. So it's a bit of a transition, but I've been doing music all my life. So, like, I've been doing it mostly on the side. I had the art as the focus before, but now I do that on the side, and now the music's the focus.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
music is awesome. That's my
Thank you.
chosen art form as well.
Yeah. That's good.
Do you ever need a bass player?
Oh, okay. That's good.
Not me. Him.
So what kind
I'm a backup
of
singer.
tell us about the music. How do you make your music? What kind of music do you make? That sort of thing.
Well, I mostly specialize in R&B, hip hop, mostly, but I also do a little bit of like funk, soul, like stuff like throwback music.
So does that mean you actually sing? You don't just rap?
Yeah, I sing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you rap too, though?
A little bit, just a little couple of bars here and there.
So mostly the
Yeah,
sing,
mostly
right?
Singing, yeah.
That's good.
And then
Right.
how do you put? Do you have a group that you play with, or do you work with computers? Like, how do you put the music together?
Well, I use an MPC that's called a music production center. It's just something that you tap in all the beats with.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And then I just usually create everything myself, and then start off like with the idea in my head, then build up from there.
So
So
there's
okay.
an improv quotient to when you're like composing then?
Yeah. Sometimes I may not go in with any ideas, but then I just kind of just start doing some stuff, put a couple drums together, some beats, and then
So you kind of work on your own?
mostly.
Yeah. Okay. So what is like the MPC, the music production? What do you call it?
Yeah, it's like a pad where you hook up into the computer.
Yeah.
And but specifically, I use MPC Studio. That's the name of the software.
That's what it's called?
Yeah, MPC Studio.
Is it integrated with hardware?
Yeah.
Like a controller?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. MPC. You got to show me this stuff.
Does it run through MIDI or does it actually just run through?
Yeah, actually, it goes through MIDI as well, and also it turns into actually a keyboard when you. Because there's settings where you could change the settings and then turn it into a keyboard or a bass player or a
Oh, that's
synth
cool.
or anything like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. How much do those things cost?
It's about depends on where you get it. You can get it in the States for maybe about $250.
Oh, really,
$300.
eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you're gonna be trolling Kijiji as soon as we get off air, aren't you? Like,
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because it's just yeah.
well, it's I've been like seeing a lot more live music recently that's
Yeah.
like run by like when people are actually running with like an NPC on stage.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And
too.
yeah, and it's kind of cool. Like, when do you actually perform live? Like, do you perform live much, or are you more like studio, or?
I like the studio more actually because it's like the creative process that I enjoy a lot more.
Yeah, composing, really,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
and just like the creative.
Now
like
we have a video. Why don't we watch this and listen to it, and we can actually hear what the product of the work that you do.
All right,
You want to do
definitely.
that, and then we'll come back
We'll
and
do
chat
that.
a bit more.
All right, sounds good.
And what I love when I think about music is how you can take this type of music and that type of music and fuse it together. Yeah, fusion.
right, so there's
Very
a
cool.
video and a track
thank
by
you.
Drae Lawson, and so that's pretty cool. And that was your wife in the video there
Yes,
with the
that
purple
was.
hair, right?
Yeah.
I love when you get to see music videos and TV shot where you can actually recognize a Toronto streetscape too. That was
yeah,
really,
definitely.
Yeah, you're getting that on a lot of TV shows nowadays too.
Well, yeah,
like,
but they usually throw a New York cop car in it, or like
or a picture
a
of the
fake
White House.
Chicago skyline.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's nice seeing Toronto playing itself in a video.
Yeah.
Of course.
So now, what do you hope to achieve with your music, besides the millions of dollars that will inevitably just start rolling in?
You get accused under the delusion that as soon as you become an artist, you're an instant millionaire. It's just like you cash in a check. It's like cashing a check every day. It's like,
Exactly. But well, the short-term goal, I have my project coming out. My first EP is coming out in February. It's going to be called Canada Fly. Canada Fly. It's kind of like a play on the drink Canada Dry. But
yeah.
they flipped it and say Canada Fly. So yeah, that's coming out in February. And the next project, I'm going to travel to California with my friend DT, who's actually my mentor. And he works at the Ground Up program at Falstaff Community Center. So, well, he's going to take me to California, and we're going to work on this album, a duet album, and my own another solo project. It's going to be called West Coast Connection to Toronto. It's going to be like a West Coast.
You're not going to
themed
start
album.
like a battle between Toronto and the West
No,
Coast, right?
no.
Because like the East Coast couldn't take the West Coast.
Yeah,
so,
no,
like...
I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
So what's the Ground Up program?
It's a program for like upcoming artists, so they could develop their skills, like develop stage presence, come up with like some songs so they can perform them, and just like a lot of artist development type of things that we learn. So yeah, it's really effective. A lot of Toronto artists, they go there to either record or learn how the industry works. So yeah.
Oh, Hugh.
That's great. I mean,
Can
it's
Hugh go?
Yeah, you could go to any. It's for all ages, actually. All ages.
okay.
Get some industry connections.
Yeah.
There's still an industry left. Well, no, that sounds like
could
an
find
intriguing
out.
project, the Canada Fly project, and
Yeah.
so that's going to be an EP. Like, how many tracks will
It's
that
about 6 tracks that I'm gonna put on there.
be? And then, how do you put it out? Like, what's the medium? Because like CDs seem so outdated now.
yeah,
almost.
but then there's also the vinyl resurgence.
you're
on
gonna
do
vinyl.
that?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually make a few vinyl copies of it too.
That's
Are
very
you
cool.
going to have like a limited edition purple vinyl?
Oh,
for-
that would be good. Yeah, that
Yeah,
would
you
be
could do that.
awesome.
That'd be really cool. Actually.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, and then, where do you see this in 10 years?
10 years, I would hope to get the Grammy Awards and like performing at the Grammys, collaborating with artists like I really like artists like even Barry White. Well, even I know he's passed away, but I could probably like work with people who work around him, or like I could work with people from the West Coast, like Dr. Dre. I'm a big fan of as well. So
Is Drae actually your given name, or did you just take out one?
well, my artist name I made up, but my government name Andre Andrews. But yeah,
Oh, that's cool. So you do have a Drae in there.
yeah.
Cool.
Aren't you afraid about Dr. Dre? Because haven't you heard the rumors about him and Snoop and all those guys? Like they sold their soul to the devil and all that kind of stuff. Kanye, all that stuff. Aren't you afraid of all that?
Well, no, not really. I'm pretty sure they're good people.
Yeah. Okay.
Satanism isn't nearly as prevalent as you think it is.
Yeah,
I'm-
well, I want to take you to a certain pizzeria, and you can tell me what you think after you see the art there.
so how many songs do you get to perform at Raw?
I get a 25-minute set, so I'll probably do maybe about 4, and maybe like another medley of different songs.
That's terrific.
And when you're doing it, are you just playing to a track, or are you there with your MPC, or how does that work?
Well, I'm gonna have a track playing actually.
Yeah.
and
So you're just singing
Yeah.
and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
So that should be fun. So that's the 16th, right? Which
Yeah,
is a
16th.
Friday night,
Yeah,
and then what
Friday.
time do you go on?
I go on last. I think it's 11:30. I go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the Mod Club.
Yeah,
That's a
Mod
big stage and a big room. So
Yeah.
have you performed in front of a crowd like that before?
Yeah, actually, this past summer I got to perform at the Sweet Auburn Music Festival in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Very
So
cool.
that was pretty cool. Like,
Oh,
it
that's-
was about 10,000 people there.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
What was that like going down there?
It's
and
great. Like I had a really good time. Me and my friend DT, I was telling you guys about earlier.
Yeah.
We went together, and a few other artists as well. They were there too. So it was really fun. A lot of fun.
It's
All
nice
right.
to hear about support for artists and like
Yeah.
actual like some mentoring happening and some
definitely.
little entree into the music business a little bit because that can be pretty hard.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so you got the recording projects coming up, and is there a website or something where people can stay in touch with you and maybe order your EPs as they come out?
Yes, actually, my number one source I use all the time is Instagram, at Drae Lawson, at DRAELAWSON. And I also, the same one for Twitter, at Drae Lawson, or you can find me on SoundCloud, Drae Lawson Music, and also on Facebook, Drae Lawson Music.
Okay, and that's DRAE.
Yeah,
right?
DRAE.
Not like that other Dre.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Dre, this has been great to meet you and have you on the show today. So
Yeah,
I wish you all the
definitely.
best.
Thank you for having me.
And people can check you out on the 16th. And love to have you back sometime when the new EP is out. So
Yeah, for sure. I'll bring it by.
all right.
Definitely.
Okay,
Thanks
you.
for having me.
All right. So we're going to take a little break now and come back with our next guest as Liquid Lunch continues to roll along on a Thursday here on thatchannel.com. We'll be right back.
Double profit on the beat. Drae Lawson with the heat. So let me tell you about the house of cards. Watch it all come crashing down. So let me tell you about the house of cards. You build it up and it gets blown away. Tell me why you build a house on the ground so fragile. Options coming at you, but you don't know the angle. You think it's all good, then the rug gets pulled under you. Live life blindfolded with both hands tied behind you. So let me tell you about the house of cards. Watch it all come crashing down. So let me tell you about the house of cards. You build it up and it gets blown away. You never know when it all comes stumbling. Just one shake and your world comes crumbling. Don't heed the warning signs, you just stack your cards up. Then proof for the waste, all the work you did and for what. So let me tell you about the house of cards. Watch it all come crashing down. So let me tell you about the house of cards. You build it up and it gets blown away. Watch it all come crashing, crashing, crashing. Watch it all come crashing, crashing, crashing. Watch it all come crashing, crashing, crashing down. Watch it all come crashing, crashing, crashing down. Better take this lesson before it all falls apart now. You need to take the time and use your heart now. Also use your mind when the cards are stacked against you. And if you do, please believe and trust me, you'll make it through. So let me tell you about the house of cards. Watch it all come crashing down. Double profit on the beat. Drae Lawson with the heat.